Hey guys, happy Monday. So we've got a nice energizing whole body flow coming up. So if that's something on your agenda today, grab your mat, find a space, and let's get started. So straight away we're going to come over onto tabletop. So adjust yourself on your mat. We're going to take our hands underneath our shoulders, knees underneath our hips, and we're just going to come into a nice gentle cat and cow. Inhales, you drop that stomach to the floor, send the gaze forward. Exhales, we round up and over. One continuous movement. Nice and fluid, working with the breath. Take your time. You can hang out in any areas that might feel more stiff. Play around with the hips. We'll go for one more round. Coming back to center, take the hands in a little bit closer in towards you. Tuck the toes. Inhales, you send the weight forward nice and gently over the wrists. Exhales, you push back into the toes. So just feeling a gentle stretch up the soles of the feet when we push back. And then feeling a nice gentle stretch up the wrists as we come forward. Last one. Good. Untucking the toes, taking the hands back out in front of you. Tuck the toes again. Lift the knees off the floor. We're coming into our floating table. So making sure we're engaging through the core. Try and keep that back nice and flat. We're holding for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale to release. Take the hands further forward. Shift the weight forward. Control yourself nice and slow to the ground. Release the toes. Inhale as we lift up, nice and gentle cobra. Shoulders are relaxed, elbows pointing back, tucked into the sides. Pushing the tops of the feet, the hip bones into the floor. Exhale to release. Inhale as we lift. Exhale to lower, last one. Good, pushing back up to tabletop, inhale. Exhale as you send your sit bones all the way back to your heels. Coming into our child's or balasana. Good, coming back up to tabletop, take the hands back underneath the shoulders. Sending the right foot back, inhale. We're just going to take nice small pulses up and down, so just little pulses with the leg. Again, trying to stay nice and stable in the core, so we're keeping over the center. Keep going, last 3. Good, and then just hold it there just for 3 breaths. Exhale, release, and then switch sides. Take the left leg back. Nice small pulses. Making sure we're not dropping into the arms, so we're staying nice and tall. Good, last 3. And then hold. Keep breathing. Exhale, release, tuck the toes, lift the knees off the floor again, floating table, 3 breaths. Making sure our knees aren't too close to our bodies, so we've got a nice bit of space between. Exhale, release, take the hands further forward. Last time, shift the weight forward. Exhale, lower nice and slow to the ground. Inhale as we curl up, cobra. Exhale to release. 2 more. And last one. Exhale, lower, pushing back up to tabletop. This time we're going to tuck the toes, keep the hands nice and far in front of you, and then we're going to send our hips up to the sky. Coming into our first downward dog. Finding that lovely long length in the spine, pushing through the hands, the fingertips. Making sure our ears are in line with our biceps. And again, take any movement that feels right for you. And then nice and slowly, we're just going to bend the knees, look forward. Take really nice small steps up to the hands. Meet in forward fold. Nice bent knees. And then we're just going to bend the knees even further and roll up nice and slow. When we get to the top, try not to fidget, just stand here. Feel the heat you're just creating in your body as they start to warm up. Maybe just take a few moments to notice how you're feeling. What you want to achieve from your practice. And then nice and gently, we're just going to start moving through a nice flow, nice and gently, nice flow. Inhale as we sweep the arms up. Exhale as we hinge forward, coming down into our forward fold. Nice bent knees. Inhale, halfway lift, so track those hands up the legs. Shoulder blades are pinching back together, find the long length in the spine. Elbows tucked into the sides. Exhale to release hands to the floor. Stepping the right foot back towards the back of your mat. Come into a nice lunge. Stay light on the fingertips, so don't dump all the weight down. We're staying up nice and tall. Lower the hands to the floor. This time step the left foot back to the right. Coming into our first plank. We're just going to spend a few breaths here. So you can take some rocks back and forth if you want to. You can just hold a static plank. Nice deep breaths. Really pushing through the fingertips. Make sure the shoulders are over the wrists so it's stacked. Squeezing the core, squeezing the glutes together. Last 2 breaths. And then exhale, release downward dog. So send the sit bones up to the sky. Anchoring in the left heel into the floor. Inhale as you sweep the right up, 3-legged dog. Exhale as you bend the knee into the chest. And we're going to step it all the way up to the top of our mat. Again, nice and light on the fingertips. Shoulders are relaxed down. Exhale, release the hands to the floor. Bending into the back knee, step the left foot forward to the right. Exhale, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Tucking the chin slightly. Exhale to release. Bending the knees, sweeping the arms all the way up. Release. And then we go again. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to release. Stepping the left foot back this time. Inhale. Nice lunge onto the fingertips. Maybe if you feel a little adventurous, you can come up a bit taller. Exhale, release hands to the floor. Step the right back to the left, coming into your plank. Just 2 breaths here. Good body awareness, making sure that you feel that your hips aren't coming too close to the ground or sending them up to the sky. And then exhale, release, downward dog. This time anchoring in the right heel into the floor. Inhale, sweep the left up. Exhale as you bring it through, tuck it to the chest, coming into your plank. And then step the leg up to the top of the mat. Nice tall lunge. Exhale, release hands to the floor, bending into that back knee, that right knee. Step it all the way up. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to release. Bending the knees, sweeping the arms up. Exhale. And then just come into your mountain pose. It's really grounding through the feet. Find that length in the body, palms facing forward, outwards. Take a few breaths, just absorb. Feel your heartbeat, if there's any changes. And then when we're ready again, we're going to sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale to release. Stepping the right foot back. Nice lunge. Again, you can come up taller if you want to. Exhale, release. Step the left foot back to the right, coming into your plank. And then all we're going to do from here, keeping the right hand on the floor, we're going to take the left hand up to the sky as we pivot onto the outer edge of our right foot, inner edge of our left foot, taking the hand up to the sky. So coming into our side plank here. Just 2 breaths this time. If you're feeling a little adventurous, you can take that left leg off the floor. Reach up to the sky. Last breath. Exhale, release, come back to the middle. We're going to take it to the other side. Left hand stays on the ground. Pivot onto the opposite edges of the feet and take that right hand up to the sky. Again, take whatever option is available for you here. This is a bit too much, you can drop down to the forearms. Last breath. Exhale, release. Moving through a nice flow. Inhale. As we send the weight forward, lower the knees to the floor, lower through our press up. Inhale, sweep it up, cobra. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes, send it up, downward dog. Anchoring in the left heel into the floor. Inhale, sweep the right up. Exhale as you draw the right knee to the right elbow, coming into your plank. Tuck here. Inhale, send it back up. Exhale as you tuck again. Inhale, sweep up, 3-legged dog. This time take it through the middle. Step it up. We're going to pivot on the back foot, so we're going to slightly turn that back foot out. Inhale as you take the arms up. Coming into a warrior. Making sure the hips are tucked underneath. Shoulders are relaxed. If it's a bit uncomfortable to take the hands overhead, we can keep to the hips. Good, and then all we're going to do from here is we're going to open up the arms as we twist our body to face the front or the side. Coming into our warrior two, so making sure that we send the gaze to the middle finger of this front hand. Hips are keeping nice and square if we can. Lovely deep breaths. And then all we're going to do from here, inhale as we reach forward. Exhale as you drop this front arm down to the leg, top arm comes up and over. And again, if it's available to you, you can take that front arm down to the floor. So we're really trying to open up this chest, up towards the sky. Last breath. Inhale back up to center. Take the arms back to the front. Last breath. Exhale, release hands to the floor. Take that back foot back in. Coming into a nice twist. Inhale as you take the right arm up to the sky. Exhale, release. And again, inhale as we twist. Exhale, release. Lovely. Step the right foot back to the left, coming into your plank. Moving through your own flow. Inhale. Exhale as we lower. And then everyone meet in downward dog. Exhale, release. This time anchoring in the right heel to the floor. We're going to sweep up the left. Inhale. Exhale as we take the left elbow to the left knee to left elbow. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale up. Stepping it through this time. Coming into our lunge, rotating that back foot out. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Lovely deep breaths. Finding that space between the shoulders and the ears. So we're not lifting, we're relaxing down, engaging through the core, opening up, coming into our warrior two. Feel yourself pushing through all corners of your feet. Lovely, and then inhale, reach. Exhale, release the hand to the knee or to the floor. Take this top arm up and over. Good, inhale, sweep it back up to center. Take the arms in front of you. Exhale, release to the floor. Turn back in on that back foot. Inhale, take the left up to the sky, left hand. Exhale, release. Inhale as we twist. Exhale, release. Stepping the left foot back to the right, coming into your plank. And again, move through a flow if you want to. If not, just meet us in downward dog. Take your time. And then just take a few breaths in downward dog. Good. From here, bend the knees, look forward. We're just going to step one foot forward and the other foot forward. Exhale, releasing your forward fold. And again, a few breaths here. If it feels good for you, you can take your hands behind the legs, interlace the fingers. Good, and from here we're just going to bend the knees, push through the feet, sweep the arms up, coming into our chair. Holding here for 2 breaths. Good, standing up nice and tall. Inhale, lift the left leg up towards the sky, left knee up towards the sky. Exhale as we sink back into our chair. Inhale, this time lift the right leg off the floor. Exhale, sink back. Just keep alternating through those two movements. If it feels uncomfortable, you can take the hands to the hips. Squeeze once you reach this top position. Last one each side. Good, and then come to the bottom of your chair. And we're just going to hold it here for 3 breaths. Finding the lovely long length from the spine. That big beach ball overhead. Last 2 breaths. Good, inhale, come up nice and tall. Exhale, release the hands. Give everything a good shake out. And then all we're going to do from here is we're going to shift the weight over to our right foot and we're going to unpeel the left. So really stay up nice and tall through the body. Pushing through all 5 toes of the right foot, we're going to take the left leg and we're going to cross it over this right leg. So you make a sort of little shelf for your left leg. Hands either to the center or onto the hips. Inhale as we lengthen, and then as we exhale, we're just going to send the hips backwards. And again, don't worry if you're up here and you feel a good stretch up this glute. You stay here. If you want a bit more, just sink even further down. If you need a wall, grab a hold of a wall. If you want a bit more of the stretch, we can take it to a sort of forward fold here. Allow the fingertips to rest on the floor. Just wherever's comfortable for you today. We're just going to spend a few breaths here. Keep breathing through the stretch, through the posture. Last breath. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release the leg. With the same leg, we're going to come into our tree. So keeping the weight pushed into the right leg, we're going to rotate this left hip out. And options, we can keep the toes rested on the floor. We can place that foot just underneath the knee. Or if we want to, we can take it up to the inner thigh at the top here. Wherever you feel comfortable. Inhale as we lengthen, sweep the arms up. And then exhale as we lower the hands down to the center. Find your focus spot, so find something to focus on, keep that balance, that focus. Exhale, release any tension that we might be holding through the face, the shoulders. Last breath. Exhale, release nice and slow. Place the foot back down to the floor and then notice the difference between both sides of the bodies. So the side we've worked, the side we haven't worked. And then we're going to take the same on the other side. So we're going to shift the weight over to our left foot. Unpeeling the right. And again, taking it over so we create that shelf. Inhale, hands to the hips or to the center. And then exhale as you sink that weight back. And again, options here if you want to stay here. Grab a hold of the wall. If your balance isn't feeling good today, or if you want a bit more, we can take that weight all the way down. Keep that breath going. Keep breathing. Keep that supporting foot really grounded. Really feel yourself pushing those 5 toes into the floor. Last breath. Come up nice and slowly. And then coming straight into our tree. So keeping the weight pushed into that left foot. We're rotating that right hip out. Finding what works for you today. And then once we're there, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale as we draw them down. Relocate that focus spot. Nice deep breaths. And then exhale, release nice and slowly. Allow both feet to come to the floor. And then we're just going to stand here. So come back to your mountain pose. Lengthening through the body. Relaxing the shoulders down. And then just lightly close your eyes. Take the time to notice how you're feeling. Notice any changes within your body. Take a really big, nice cleansing breaths. Give yourself a huge thank you for this little piece of self-care, self-love. Awesome work, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you next week.